Please join me in prayer. Holy One, in this Pentecost moment, we remember that your church was born in wind and fire as the apostles gathered in one place. The Spirit came and words in many different languages were understood by all. Unlike that first Pentecost, we are not all sheltered in one place. The winds feel more distant to us now as we isolate in the shelters of our homes, only to venture out for glimpses of nature. And we wonder if we will ever experience true understanding of each other, finding unity within diversity. But even as we shelter in our own homes, your creation carries on creating. Mount Everest is seen from Kathmandu for the first time in many years as the winds of pollution subside. Humpback whales and orcas swim in the stilled waters of the Vancouver Harbor. These gifts of your creation are a reminder that what we do is critical to the survival of the earth and all beings. God of wind and fire, we have entered into a new way of being church. You call us from familiar places of worship, church buildings, halls, and meeting rooms, into new holy spaces, our living rooms, park benches, YouTube, and Zoom. Help us to know that these become holy spaces when we bring forth our faith within them. Help us trust that wherever 2 or 3 are gathered, even virtually, you are with us, and you are here within each one of us. We pray for those who are unable to find holy space or sanctuary or even a safe place to sleep. We pray for those denied medical care because of race, gender identity, or global location. We pray for those struggling with illness, addiction, and natural disasters. We acknowledge our complicity with all of these challenges. Inspire us to reach out creatively and practically. Let us not hoard our resources or withhold our gifts. We ask your blessing today and express our gratitude for all frontline workers, hospital staff, first responders, pharmacists, counselors, veterinarians, store clerks, custodians, and all others who risk for our well-being. We pray for parents as they work and teach from home. We pray for children isolated from their friends. And we pray for teachers as they begin to contemplate how to both teach virtually and in the physical presence of their students. Please, God, let this be an enriching experience, not one that further challenges our children and their teachers. In the Pacific Mountain region of the United Church, we pray for the regional staff and council who had planned to meet this weekend and who continue to offer us guidance for new ways of being church. Here at Pacific Spirit, we pray for our ministers, staff, council, and volunteers as they strive to hold us while carrying their own personal concerns. We ask your spirit of wisdom accompany them as they begin to make thoughtful decisions about how and when to reopen our buildings. Help us remember that the buildings are not the church. We are the church. We pray for our elders shut in for their own protection. We pray for those awaiting surgery. We pray for all who struggle with loneliness and loss. And today in particular, we pray for Ruth in hospital after a fall. Grant her strength and healing. Be with her family as they accompany her on this journey. In the stillness of our hearts, we add our own prayers of concern and blessing, and we listen for your loving voice. At this Pentecost time, so unlike others we have experienced, and yet still unfolding within your creation, we take courage in the assurance of whose we are. We affirm our call to be Christ's disciples, and we trust the Spirit to guide us through the challenging space between where and who we are, and where and who we will become. Help us remember as we isolate that we are not alone. We have never been alone. We will never be alone. Together we pray as Jesus taught. Our loving God in heaven, holy is your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For yours is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever.